Did you know that the universe is preparing 7 powerful financial changes that will completely transform the lives of Geminis in the coming times? What if I told you that these transformations have already begun to manifest in your reality, even if you haven't yet noticed the signs? Look, I know exactly how you're feeling right now. Maybe you're tired of always struggling financially, of seeing money come and go without being able to save anything, of feeling that anguish in your chest when the end of the month arrives. Or maybe you're in a reasonably good financial situation, but you feel you could be doing much better, that something is blocking your true prosperity. And the truth is, something is preventing you from achieving all the abundance you deserve. But prepare your heart, because in this video I'm going to reveal exactly what these 7 changes are that the cosmos has prepared especially for Geminis, and how you can align yourself with them to receive all this energy of prosperity that is coming. These are not small changes. We are talking about profound transformations that can take you from a difficult time to a life of abundance, security, and financial tranquility. And look, I need to be honest with you. If you don't understand these changes and don't prepare for them, you might end up missing unique opportunities that the universe is placing in your path right now. I've seen Gemini people who ignored these signs and then spent years lamenting, watching others prosper while they remained stuck in the same old problems. But that won't happen to you because you are here in this moment, ready to receive this sacred knowledge that will change everything. Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to reveal something that few people know about Gemini's financial energy, something that could be the missing key to unlocking all your prosperity. Change 1. Awakening your natural financial intelligence. The first major change coming your way, Gemini, is the complete awakening of your natural financial intelligence. You know that ability you've always had to understand things quickly, to learn something new easily, to process information quickly? Well, that same mental skill you use in other areas of life is about to manifest powerfully in the financial field. And look, this is no coincidence. The universe is aligning specific energies so that you can finally see money in a completely different way, more mature, more strategic. Many Geminis spend their entire lives using their brilliant intelligence in everything except finances. You know how to converse, you know how to communicate, you know how to adapt to any situation, but when it comes to dealing with money, it seems like you freeze, it seems like all that mental clarity disappears. This happens because there is a very common energy blockage in Gemini natives, a blockage that originates in childhood, in the beliefs you absorbed about money without even realizing it. Perhaps you grew up hearing that money doesn't grow on trees, that it's difficult to earn money, that rich people are dishonest, that those who have a lot of money are no good. These phrases, even if said without malice, created a barrier in your mind, an unconscious resistance to prosperity. But now, with this first change arriving, the cosmos is dissolving these barriers. You will begin to realize that your mind is more open to understanding investments, ways to multiply your money, and opportunities to increase your income. Suddenly, you will find yourself paying attention to conversations about finance that you previously found boring. You will begin to be curious about subjects that never interested you before. This is the awakening happening. And you know what's most incredible? This financial intelligence won't appear in a complicated way, full of difficult terms you don't understand. No, it will manifest itself in a simple, natural way, as if you always knew. You will start making better decisions with your money without even realizing it, almost instinctively. That bill you always paid late and with interest, suddenly you will get organized and pay on time. That impulse purchase you always made, you will stop and think twice, you will feel that you no longer need it. This change is subtle at first, but the results are powerful. In just a few months, you'll look back and be surprised at how much your relationship with money has changed. But be warned. For this change to fully manifest in your life, you need to be open to learning. You need to seek knowledge about finance, even if it's just the basics. Read about how to organize your accounts, how to save intelligently, and about small investments you can make. The universe is opening doors, but you need the courage to walk through them. Don't be afraid to seem like you know nothing about money. Everyone started from scratch one day, and with your natural ability to learn quickly, you'll absorb this knowledge much more easily than you imagine. Furthermore, this awakening financial intelligence will help you identify opportunities that have always been around you, but you couldn't see them. That extra job that could earn you some extra cash, that talent you have and could monetize, that idea you've always had but never put into practice. All of this will start to make sense now, and you'll have the mental clarity necessary to transform these possibilities into reality. Change 2. Multiplying your income sources. The second financial shift the universe has prepared for Gemini is absolutely fantastic, and it's all about the dual nature of your sign. You are about to experience a natural multiplication of your income sources. This means that money will start coming into your life through different channels, no longer just from that single source you have today. And look, this is extremely powerful because when you depend on a single source of income, any problem with that source affects your entire financial life. But when you have multiple sources, however small, you create a safety net, a much more solid and reliable financial structure. Geminis have a unique characteristic among all the signs of the zodiac. You are naturally versatile, curious, capable of being interested in and dedicating yourselves to several things at the same time. While other signs focus on a single direction, you can direct your energy towards multiple projects without getting lost. And now the cosmos is activating exactly this characteristic to bring prosperity to your life. You will realize that unexpected opportunities will arise to earn money, doing things you never imagined could generate income. That hobby you've always had just for fun, it can become a source of income. That skill you consider common, but that other people admire in you, it can be monetized. That knowledge you've accumulated over the years can be taught and transformed into income. The key here is not to be afraid to explore these possibilities. Many Geminis are ashamed to offer their services, to charge for what they know how to do, to present themselves as someone who can help other people in exchange for money. There's an emotional block that makes you think you're not good enough, that no one would pay for what you offer, that you need to be perfect before you start. But that's a lie. It's a trick of the mind to keep you trapped in scarcity. The truth is that you have value, your talents have value, your time has value, and people are willing to pay for it. In the coming times, you will start receiving unexpected invitations, proposals that will surprise you, ideas that will emerge out of nowhere and make perfect sense. Pay attention to these signs. Don't discard any opportunity thinking it's too small or not worthwhile. Every great financial achievement begins with a small step, with a courageous decision to try something new. And remember, you don't need to quit everything you're doing now to start these new income streams. Start small at your own pace, fitting these extra activities into your free time. Over time, some of these sources will grow naturally, and you'll be able to dedicate more energy to them. Some Geminis who understood this change managed to transform a side job into their main activity, earning much more money, and with much more satisfaction than in their old job. Others managed to maintain several smaller sources that, added together, far exceed what they earned before with a single source. The important thing is to be open, flexible, and willing to experiment. Your natural versatility is a gift, not a curse. Stop criticizing yourself for having multiple interests and start using it to your advantage. The universe is conspiring to transform each of your passions into portals of prosperity. And there's more. These multiple income streams will also bring something that no money can directly buy, but which is a result of having money: freedom. Freedom to choose, to say no to what doesn't serve you, to not depend on a single person or company for your survival. This feeling of financial independence, even if not yet complete, already completely changes your energy, your attitude towards life, your confidence. Change 3. Ending the cycles of financial waste. The third change coming for Geminis is liberating, but it also demands a lot of honesty from you. You're entering a period where the cycles of financial waste that have accompanied you for years will finally end. But before you celebrate, I need to tell you something. This change will only truly happen if you recognize where you're wasting your money and have the courage to change those patterns. Look, I know it might hurt to hear this, but the truth sets you free, and you need that truth now. Many Geminis have a pattern of financial behavior that sabotages their prosperity. You earn money and spend almost all of it quickly, without even realizing where the money went. It's not that you're irresponsible or a spendthrift by nature. The problem is deeper. It has to do with how you process emotions through consumption, with the constant need for novelty that is characteristic of your sign, with the impulsiveness that sometimes takes over your decisions. How many times have you bought something just because it was on sale, even if you didn't need it? How many times have you spent money to feel better after a bad day? How many times have you made impulse purchases without planning, only to regret them later? These small financial leaks, when added up over months and years, represent wasted fortunes. Money that could have been saved, invested, multiplied, building your security and freedom. But it went away on things you don't even remember anymore. Things that added nothing to your life, that didn't bring lasting happiness. And the universe is saying enough is enough. It's time for you to take the reins of your financial life and stop being a hostage to these automatic behaviors. The good news is that the current cosmic energy is favoring this change. You will begin to feel less need to buy things to feel good. You will notice that the anxiety that drove you to shopping is decreasing. You will feel more satisfied with what you already have, less desire for the novelties that appear all the time. This doesn't mean you'll become a miserly person who doesn't spend on anything. Not at all. This means you'll develop awareness of your spending, you'll start choosing wisely where to put your money, you'll differentiate between what's necessary and what's superfluous, what brings real value and what's just a momentary illusion. And you know what happens when you close those leaks? Money starts to accumulate. Seems like magic, but it's not. It's just simple math. If you earn 1,000 and spend 1,000, you have 0 left. But if you earn 1,000 and manage to reduce your unnecessary expenses to 800, you have 200 left. That 200 over a year becomes 2,400. In 5 years, it becomes 12,000. And if you invest that money instead of leaving it idle, the value grows even more. But for this to happen, you need to be willing to look at your bank statements, your credit card spending, those small expenses that seem insignificant but add up to make a huge difference. You need to have the courage to cancel that subscription you no longer use, to stop ordering food every day and cook more at home, to refuse that trip that will blow your budget just because everyone else is going. It seems difficult, it seems like you'll be deprived, but in reality it's the opposite. You'll feel freer, lighter, more in control of your own life. And best of all, this change will create a positive ripple effect in all other areas of your financial life. When you stop wasting, you automatically have more left over. When you have more left over, you can save. When you save, you create an emergency fund. When you have a reserve, you no longer panic when an unexpected event occurs. When you're no longer panicked, you make better decisions. When you make better decisions, your financial life prospers. Everything is connected. If you're enjoying this video and the messages are touching your heart, I have a special request. Subscribe to the channel now and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any content that can transform your life. And tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing that these messages are reaching people all over the world. And if the energies of this video really resonated with you, consider becoming a supporter of the channel, a subscriber. Your support makes all the difference and helps me continue bringing this content that can change lives. Now let's continue, because there's still a lot of powerful stuff for you to discover. Change 4. The arrival of opportunities through communication. The fourth financial shift manifesting for Gemini is all about your most natural gift, communication. The universe is preparing incredible financial opportunities that will come to you through your ability to express yourself, to converse, to connect with others. And this makes perfect sense when we consider the ruling planet of your sign. You are ruled by a planet that governs precisely communication, exchanges, and connections. For a long time, you may not have realized that your way of speaking, writing, and communicating could be a source of income. You always saw it as something natural, something everyone does, nothing special. But the truth is that not everyone knows how to communicate well. Not everyone can explain things clearly. Not everyone has the ease of conversing with different people, adapting to varied situations, or conveying ideas in a captivating way. And you have all of that. In the coming times, you will realize that professional opportunities linked to communication in some way will arise. You might be invited to give a lecture, to teach something you're knowledgeable about, to moderate an important conversation, or to write about a particular subject. You might discover you can earn money creating content, sharing knowledge, and helping others through your words. And look how interesting. We live in a time where digital communication has opened up possibilities that didn't exist before. Today you can reach thousands of people without leaving home. You can teach, inspire, and help through text, audio, or video. And many people are earning honest money doing exactly that, using their communication skills to add value to other people's lives. But I need to warn you about something important. This opportunity won't knock on your door with a formal invitation. It will appear disguised in small everyday situations. Someone will compliment the way you explain things. Another person will say you should teach about what you know. An acquaintance will ask for your help writing or speaking about something. Pay attention to these signs. They are the universe showing you the path to prosperity. And don't underestimate the power of starting small. You don't need to become a major internet personality or a famous speaker to make money with communication. Sometimes, starting by giving private lessons on something you're knowledgeable about is already a start. Sometimes, writing copy for small businesses in your area opens doors. Sometimes, creating simple content on social media attracts opportunities you never imagined. The important thing is to start, to allow yourself to explore this gift you have, to have the courage to put yourself out there, to show what you know, to share your ideas without fear of judgment. Because there will be people who won't like it, that's normal. But there will be many people who will connect with you, who will benefit from what you have to offer, who will be willing to pay for the value you deliver. And there's another important detail in this change. Opportunities through communication often come through the connections you make. Gemini is an extremely social sign. You meet people everywhere, make friends easily, and have a larger network of contacts than you imagine. And it's through these people that many doors will open. That friend of a friend who needs someone with your skills. That acquaintance who recommends you for an opportunity. That casual conversation that turns into a business partnership. Therefore, nurture your relationships. Be kind, be helpful, be present in the lives of the people around you. Not in a self-serving way, but genuinely. Because when you plant seeds of true connections, you reap real opportunities. And when those communication opportunities begin to appear, don't sabotage yourself with thoughts that you're not good enough. Don't wait to be perfect to begin. Nobody starts out ready. All the great communicators you admire were once insecure beginners. The difference is that they had the courage to start anyway, to improve along the way, to learn by doing. You have that same power. And the universe is saying that your time has come to use your gift of communication, not only to express yourself, but also to prosper. Change 5. The balance between saving and enjoying life. The fifth change that the cosmos is bringing to Gemini's financial life is perhaps one of the most important and transformative. You will finally learn the perfect balance between saving money and enjoying life. This is a lesson that many Geminis take years to understand, and some never do, because you live in two extremes. Either you spend everything without thinking about tomorrow, living intensely in the present, or you enter such a rigid mode of saving that you deprive yourselves of everything, that you don't allow yourselves any pleasure, that you transform life into a heavy and joyless journey. And neither of these extremes is healthy. Neither brings true prosperity or happiness. True abundance, the kind the universe wants for you, is in the middle, at the point of balance where you can save money to build your future without ceasing to live in the present, where you allow yourself the pleasures of life without compromising your financial security. And this balance is about to manifest in your life in a natural, almost magical way. You will begin to feel an inner peace regarding money that you have never felt before. That constant anxiety, that tightness in your chest when you think about finances, that fear of the future, or that guilt about spending, all of that will begin to dissolve. And in its place will emerge clarity, serenity, a confidence that you are on the right path, that you are making the right choices, that you are taking good care of your money without becoming a slave to it. But to reach this point of balance, you need to understand some truths about money that many people have never told you. The first truth is this: saving is not punishment. Saving money doesn't mean you're miserly, stingy, or don't know how to enjoy life. In fact, it's exactly the opposite. Saving is an act of self-love. It's you taking care of your future self. It's you building your freedom. When you have money saved, you sleep better at night. When you have a reserve, you don't panic about unforeseen events. When you have savings, you have the power of choice. And that is liberating. The second truth is this: enjoying life doesn't mean spending all your money. Many people confuse pleasure with consumption, happiness with shopping, and living well with spending a lot. But the best things in life don't cost that much. You can enjoy incredible moments without spending a fortune. You can travel on a budget if you plan well. You can eat well by cooking at home. You can have fun with simple things. The secret is to find what truly brings you joy, what is truly worthwhile, and direct your money towards those things, eliminating expenses on things that don't add real value. And the third truth is this: you deserve both. You deserve financial security, and you also deserve to allow yourself pleasure. You don't have to choose one or the other. You can have both. And you will. The universe is adjusting your financial mindset so that you can do both things at the same time, harmoniously, without guilt, without excessive sacrifice. In the coming times, you will naturally begin to set aside a portion of your money to save before spending on anything else. This will happen effortlessly, almost automatically, And at the same time, you will continue to allow yourself the pleasures that truly matter to you, but in a more conscious, planned, and intelligent way. You will realize that you can travel by saving a portion of your money each month specifically for that purpose. You will realize that you can buy what you want without using credit or paying in installments, because you will plan and save the money beforehand. You will realize that you can go out with friends, have fun, enjoy yourself, but without exceeding your budget, without compromising your monthly bills. And do you know what the result of all this is? A much lighter, much happier, much more prosperous life. Because when you are in financial balance, all other areas of your life improve as well. Your relationships improve because you are no longer stressed about money. Your health improves because you are no longer anxious and worried all the time. Your energy improves because you are no longer carrying the weight of financial insecurity. Everything transforms when you find this point of balance. And it's coming for you, Gemini. Prepare your heart to receive this powerful change. Change 6. Dissolving heavy debts and financial commitments. The sixth change manifesting in the financial lives of Geminis is liberating, powerful, almost like a rebirth. You are entering a cycle where the heavy debts and financial commitments that have been suffocating you for so long will finally begin to dissolve. And pay attention to that word, dissolve. I'm not saying that money will fall from the sky and pay everything off at once. That's not how the universe works. But I am saying that cosmic energies are aligning, so that you can find ways, solutions, and opportunities to break free from these chains that bind you. Many Geminis carry the weight of old debts, some even from years ago, that seem never to end. That credit card you used to pay for another card. That loan that seemed like a good idea at the time but became a nightmare. Those installments that consume most of your salary every month. I know how distressing that is. I know what it's like to wake up every day with that weight on your chest, with that feeling of sinking, of running but not getting anywhere, of working just to pay off debts and never having anything left over. But look what's happening now. The universe is giving you mental clarity to see your debts realistically, without despair, but also without denial. You are being prepared to make a complete inventory of everything you owe, to organize this information, to create a viable action plan to pay off these debts once and for all. And along with this clarity, opportunities are also coming for you to get the extra money needed to accelerate this repayment process. Remember that second change I mentioned about multiple sources of income? Well then, a portion of the money that will come in through these new sources can and should be directed towards eliminating your debts. And look how interesting. When you start paying off your debts in an organized way with a clear plan, something magical happens. The energy of your life changes completely. You feel that you are in control, that you are moving towards freedom, that each payment brings you closer to a better life. And this positive energy attracts even more prosperity, even more opportunities, even more money. It's a virtuous cycle that feeds on itself. But I need to give you an important warning. For this change to happen, you'll need to make a courageous decision. You'll need to stop creating new debt while trying to pay off old debt. It seems obvious, but many people don't do it. Many people continue using credit cards, continue paying in installments, continue taking out new loans while trying to pay off previous ones. And so they never get out of the hole because they're filling a leaky bucket with water. You need to close the holes first. You need to cut up the cards if necessary. You need to commit to yourself that you won't create any new debt until you've paid off the old ones. And yes, this will require temporary sacrifices. You'll have to say no to some things. You'll have to postpone some desires. You'll have to be creative to solve problems without using credit. But this sacrifice is temporary. The freedom that will come afterward is permanent. And it's worth every minute of effort. Furthermore, you can seek help to negotiate your debts. Many companies are willing to make deals, offer discounts for cash payments, and reduce interest rates. Don't be ashamed to call, explain your situation, and propose a deal that fits your budget. The worst they can do is say no, and then you're stuck with the original plan. But if they say yes, you can save a lot of money. And there's more. Throughout this debt repayment process, you'll learn valuable lessons about money that will protect you for the rest of your life. You'll understand and practice the real cost of interest, the danger of easy credit, and the importance of living within your means. And these lessons are precious because they ensure you'll never fall into the same traps again. Look at the complete transformation that's happening. You're not just paying off debts, you're changing your mindset, you're growing, you're becoming a more financially mature and responsible person. And when you finally pay off your last debt, When you make that last payment and completely break free from these chains, you'll feel a joy, a relief, a sense of victory that is priceless. Even better, all that money that used to go towards paying off debts can now be directed towards building your wealth, investing in your future, and achieving your dreams. Financial freedom is closer than you think. Believe it. Change 7. Recognizing your value and increasing your income. The seventh and final financial change that the universe has prepared for Gemini is grand, transformative, and what many have waited for their whole lives. You will finally recognize your true worth, and as a direct result of this recognition, your income will increase significantly. And when I talk about recognizing your worth, I'm not just talking about empty self-esteem, those motivational phrases that everyone repeats but few truly feel. I'm talking about a profound change in how you see yourself, how much you believe you deserve, what you are willing to accept, and what you have the courage to demand. For a long time, perhaps you settled for less than you deserved. Perhaps you accepted low salaries because you were afraid to ask for more. Perhaps you charged low prices for your services because you thought no one would pay more. Perhaps you submitted to uncomfortable situations at work because you needed the money and saw no alternative. But that's over. The cosmos is doing inner work on you, healing old wounds of low self-esteem, dissolving limiting beliefs about your worth, and preparing you to take a significant financial leap. And this leap will happen when you start acting according to your true worth. When you have the courage to ask for the raise you deserve. When you have the firmness to charge a fair price for your work. When you have the clarity to leave a job that pays you poorly and undervalues you, even with fear, trusting that something better is waiting for you. These attitudes require courage, they require faith, they require a level of self-confidence that perhaps you don't yet fully possess. But it's being born within you. It's growing every day. And soon you will feel this inner strength that allows you to defend your worth without guilt, without insecurity, without fear. And do you know what happens when you act like this? People start to see you differently. When you value yourself, others value you too. When you set your price firmly, people respect it. When you demonstrate confidence in your work, clients trust you. It's a transformation that begins within, but has direct and concrete effects on the outside world, especially on your wallet. In the coming times, you will see opportunities to increase your income in various ways. It could be through a promotion at your current job. It could be through a move to a better job with a higher salary. It could be through the growth of your own business if you have one. It could be through increasing the prices you charge for your services, finally recognizing that you are worth more than you were charging. And the most interesting thing is that this increase in income will not come with more stress, more overload, more sacrifice of your health or your time with your family. It will come naturally, as a result of your personal growth, your self-worth, your financial maturity. You will earn more by working better, not necessarily by working more. And this is a clear sign of evolution, that you are aligned with the energies of prosperity of the universe. But there is one important thing you need to know. This increase in income also comes with responsibility. When you earn more, you need to be careful not to increase your expenses in the same proportion, because then you remain in the same place as before, only with larger numbers. The secret is to increase your income, but keep your expenses under control, so that the difference between what comes in and what goes out is increasingly greater. This way you can save more, invest more, and build wealth faster. And another thing, when your income increases, remember to share. I'm not saying you should go around giving away all your money, but that you should have generosity in your heart, that you should help when you can, that you should be grateful for the abundance you are receiving. Because gratitude and generosity are energies that attract even more prosperity. The universe rewards those who have an open heart, who use their abundance not only for themselves, but also to make a difference in the lives of others. And finally, know that this recognition of your worth goes far beyond money. It will transform all areas of your life. You will relate better because you will no longer accept relationships where you are undervalued. You will take better care of your health because you will recognize that your body deserves care and attention. You will pursue your dreams with more determination because you will believe that you deserve to achieve them. It's a complete transformation from the inside out that starts now and will expand more and more. Get ready to receive, Gemini. You deserve all the prosperity that is coming. Look at all the powerful changes the universe has prepared for you, Gemini. 7 profound financial transformations are happening right now, at this very moment in your life. Did you notice how everything is connected? How one change leads to another, creating a complete path to your prosperity. First, you awaken your financial intelligence, then you multiply your income sources, then you end your cycles of waste, receive opportunities through communication, find a balance between saving and enjoying, dissolve your debts, and finally recognize your true worth. It's a complete transformation process that affects your mind, your attitudes, and your deepest beliefs about money. But these changes will only fully manifest if you do your part. The universe is opening doors, but you need the courage to walk through them. It's placing opportunities in your path, but you need to be attentive to see them and have the courage to seize them. It's dissolving your blockages, but you need to be willing to change, to learn, to grow. So I challenge you now. Choose one of these 7 changes and commit to working on it this week. It could be organizing your finances, it could be finding a new source of income, it could be stopping a wasteful habit you know you have. Choose one and act. Because knowledge without action transforms nothing. And you're not just here to learn, you're here to transform your life. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it now. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos that could completely change your life. And tell me in the comments, which of these 7 changes touched your heart the most? Which one do you feel you need to work on most urgently? I read all the comments and I love knowing how these messages are impacting you. And if this video really made a difference for you, if the energies of these words touched your soul, consider supporting this channel by becoming a subscriber. Your support makes all the difference and allows me to continue bringing this transformative content to thousands of people. Always remember, you are stronger than you imagine, more capable than you believe, and you deserve all the prosperity the universe has to offer you. Your financial journey is just beginning, and the best days are yet to come. Believe in that. Trust the process, and open your heart to receive all the blessings that are already on their way. A big hug and see you in the next video.